Well, hi everyone. Today we are going to learn how to connect your make.com account to your Twitter social handle. This might be required for automating your social media content, that is the post or tweets on Twitter to run on automation. So for that, initially I thought the process is simple, but latterly I understood like it is a bit complicated. So thought to create a video sharing how we can connect our Twitter account with the platform which is make.com. So let's get started. Okay, now let's start with the tutorial. Inside make.com, we will create the first module, that is Twitter. So we can select this and then go to create a post because we want to create a post. So once we create a post, here it will ask for a Twitter connection. So we have the X module of make here and we'll ask for a connection. Once we click that, we will see two fields which requires to be filled up: client ID and client secret. So these two are required to be filled. Now we will check the steps how to get this. So for that, what we have to do is, let's get into the setup. So for the setup, what we have to do, we have firstly need to log in to your Twitter account, normally which we do on the browser. Once that is logged in, I have provided a URL in the description. You can use that URL and open the developer URL of Twitter. Once that is open, inside that we have to now then create a developer account. It asks for a few permissions and you have to just give a write-up of 250 more characters, that why you are going to use this developer account, as it is required to use the API access of Twitter. So we have to give a justification and for what purpose we are going to use it. So you can write anything, it is accepted. And then we have to create a project or rename a project which is already created. And then once that project is renamed or created, then we can then create an app inside that, and that app is required to be given some permissions. Once we are through with that permission, we will get this client ID and the secret key which we just saw into the make module. So this was the theoretical part. Now let's get into the practicals. Let's go to the Twitter account. So this is my Twitter. Now I have opened the developer URL. This is the developer.x.com. So here, if you see, I have logged in and now I can click on the developer portal. So you are doing it for the first time, it will take you through the login page where you have to mention the details which I mentioned earlier. Once you are there, then you will get this interface, and here you can see the projects and app. So this is the first project. If you see, let's rename this project. We have to go into the settings, we have to do the edit, and let me write it like make to X connection. So that is what we can do. And I project use, I am going to make a bot. So that's the use case. So we have to provide. Once that is done, let's get into the app. Now again, we can rename the app, so which is already created, or create a new one. So this is again for make automation all. Let's create one app with the name of this. So the names should be unique so that it is acceptable. Sometimes you have to do some permutation and combination and check whether the name is available, but it is just for you to understand what particular use case you are using for this app for. So I've saved it. I have been able to get this name. Now next step is to use the authentication settings. So this is where we have the settings. So app permission should be read and write and direct messages, so that we are able to create posts or tweets on Twitter. Type of app, it should be web app or automated app or bot. So that is what we are currently using. The URL which we have, I have given a make.com tutorial link which contains this URL. So the callback URL should be this. So we have to take this URL and we need to enter that here. And in the website URL, we have to provide this. which is the website URL. So that's it. We have to do, and once we save it, we will get the client ID and client secret, which was initially required by make.com. So now let's test it out whether it is functional or not. So let's go to the make.com. So create a connection, enter the client ID, which is the client ID here, and the secret key, which is here. Now we have to save it. It should ask make wants to access your makes wants your approval. Yes, let's give the approval. Once the approval is given, we can then authorize this app to use my Twitter account directly. So I think now it should be fine. Connection is created. Now let's test it out. This is my test message. Let me save it. Let's run it once. Okay, so it has run successfully. See, the text is this is my text message. So let me check whether it has come on my account or not. So yes, this is my text message which has been posted onto my Twitter handle. So that's it from this video. So this is the way we can create the connection between make.com and Twitter or x.com through API services. The tutorial is now complete. If you have any doubts or any questions, you can just comment down below. Similarly, you can create more connections to your more social media accounts and then automate your process. If you like this content, please do hit the like button and do subscribe if you do watch more such videos. Thank you. Thanks.